Right, good Tuesday evening, everybody. Another hot day today. We made it up to 98 degrees in Jackson, and at 3:15 this afternoon, the heat index in the capital city was 112 degrees. We are expecting similar numbers tomorrow, and that's why an extreme heat warning has been expanded and continued for another day tomorrow. So here's what's happening. High pressure at the surface and in the upper levels. So there's a dome of hot air right over, let's say, the Plain States and the lower Mississippi River Valley. Now, eventually, that's going to edge back off to the west, and a tropical wave is going to move in from the east, just like it did last week. In fact, a little deja vu happening here because we're going to see the exact same thing this week that we got last week with this wave with the potential for tropical development moving across the northern Gulf, and we should see better chances of afternoon showers starting late this week and into the weekend as a result. No rain around today. We had just a stray brief shower in the Pine Belt, mostly around Jasper County, but no doing for most of us. That's why it's going to be a slow cool down tonight. We are at 83 degrees. There's no wind out there to help cool us down. The humidity is high, so it still feels like it is 90 at this late hour. First thing in the morning, we're going to be in the mid to upper 70s. And then as soon as the sun comes up, we're going to see a very quick warm-up. I'm thinking mid-80s by mid-morning, mid-90s by lunchtime, and close to 100 late in the afternoon with a mix of sun and clouds. And still just stray showers, mainly to the east of us, but we are going to up the chance of rain to about 20%. The main story tomorrow, though, is the heat, with the potential for the heat index to make it up to 115 degrees at most locations. So notice just about everybody now is under the extreme heat warning. That's the purple shaded area. If you're not under the heat warning, you have a heat advisory in effect for you, mainly to the east of us. The only counties in our area under the heat advisory and not the warning are Attala, Leake, Wayne, and Perry counties. But really, it's going to be hot everywhere, and you got to be careful outside. Notice again, mid-morning, the heat index is already going to be up to about 100 degrees. 10 a.m. heat index, that's that lower number there, that's at 100. And of course, it only goes up from there for the rest of this afternoon. So if you do have to spend any significant time outdoors from lunchtime through the afternoon, got to be careful. It's not going to be an extended heat wave. This is just for the next day or two. Remember, those better chances of rain coming means we're going to cool down, at least in the afternoon by the weekend. But for the next couple of days, slow down outside. Don't overdo it. Don't overexert yourself. Take plenty of breaks. Dress for the summer weather. That means light-colored, loose-fitting clothing. Watch what you eat. You don't want to eat too much, and watch what you drink. You want to avoid alcohol and drink water to stay hydrated. Stay out of the direct sun, especially midday. And if you feel heat stress or heat exhaustion coming on, get in the shade, or better yet, get inside to some air conditioning. So, high pressure moving off towards the Texas coastline, and notice that wave moving across northern Florida and into the Gulf. We think it could potentially strengthen into a tropical depression south of Louisiana by late Thursday. We'll see, of course, if that happens. I think it's going to pass by to the south of us, and I honestly, at this point, don't really expect it to get a name, but of course, we will continue to watch and keep you posted on it. The National Hurricane Center, of course, has picked up on it. We've circled the area. That is the disturbance. It's going to move across the land over the next several hours. Then when it reemerges over the warm waters of the northern Gulf, it's got a low 10% chance of development from now through the end of this week. So for us tomorrow, really most of us are going to see a dry day, especially if you live farther to the west. If you're in our eastern counties, east of I-55, we're going to up the chance of rain to about 20%. But then notice, for Thursday, that wave is starting to pass by to the south of us. And notice in the afternoon and the heating of the day, scattered showers rotating around that area of low pressure, really anywhere south of I-20. So not just our eastern counties, but even the southwestern part of the state will see an increased chance of rain. We're going to up the chance to about 50%, especially if you live south of I-20. And of course, most of the storms are going to die away once the sun goes down. So mostly dry for Wednesday. We'll be watching South Mississippi Thursday and Friday, and I think the storms are going to be a little bit more widespread as we get into the weekend. So for tonight, fair, warm, and muggy. We'll be in the mid-70s in the morning, and then tomorrow, It's going to be another hot day. Today's high was 98, tomorrow 99, under a mix of sun and clouds. The heat index potentially up to 115, and there is a 20% chance of late day stray showers, mainly east of us. But notice how the chance of rain goes up, the coverage goes up to about 50, 60% as we head into the weekend, and temperatures correspondingly are going to go down in the afternoon, and 92 is normal for late July. So we're going to be close to the norms over the weekend, but then notice next week, chance of rain goes back down again, and those temperatures are going to pop right back up into the upper 90s. Overall, these are above average temperatures for this time of the year. And because of the oppressively high humidity, lows at night are going to stay just about the same. Every morning, we're going to start the day in the mid to upper 70s. So no getting around it. It is the month of July. It's going to be hot. It's going to be humid. But at least there's a potential for a little bit of rain, especially, I think, if you live in the Pine Belt over the next couple of days to get some relief from the heat. All right, that's going to do it for tonight. Your next weather update is coming up tomorrow morning with meteorologist Megan Hanna. Have a good night.